the heck happened in America today? Let's break it down in a way everyone can understand. The Supreme Court in the United States, the highest court in the land, just handed Trump the ultimate Trump card. And most Americans have no idea what actually happened. Let's talk about it. Today's 6-3, 6 votes to 3 votes, ruling essentially stripped federal judges in the US of their ability to issue nationwide injunctions that block presidential executive orders across the entire country. To simplify it for those whose dads aren't lawyers like mine, which is why the super wordy stuff I just said still kind of makes sense to me, what this means basically is Trump signed some executive orders doing something very, very destabilizing, for better or worse, right? Some people support him, some people oppose him. I'm not taking sides here, I'm giving you the analysis. That's part of my unique selling point here. But he'll do something that's, considered extreme or definitely goes against the grain or the conventional establishment, For example, he signed something that means that children born in the US, not to US citizen parents, are not automatically citizens. So this is the birthright citizenship. He's basically just going bang and overturning, right? The kids of, for example, undocumented immigrants, they'll have citizenship issues. The country of America is a very big place. So some states have federal courts that ruled, no, you can't do that with your executive order. So this executive order by the president will not be enforceable in these here parts. Because America is like if Western Europe formed one formed one country. Imagine the EU, but it's actually one country, and the capital is Brussels for some weird reason, right? It's one country, but people don't want the same thing, right? They vary wildly in their views and preferences, just like the EU, but the language is the same as English and Spanish. But today, the Supreme Court, the highest court in their land, said no, federal courts in whatever part of America cannot overrule the president's decision. The executive order must be enforced. Whatever the president signs into law or executive legislation, it goes through, right? Think about this for a second. Trump has been unleashing executive orders left and right since January, trying to end birthright citizenship, purge federal workers, slash state funding for certain bills and initiatives, and roll back diversity programs, DEI programs. Every time a judge says, stop, you cannot enforce that, Trump's team screamed, judicial overreach, you're going above and beyond what's your remit. These judges have gone wild. Basically, Trump has today won, right? For now. Justice, meaning a judge on the Supreme Court, Justice Amy Coney Barrett wrote that federal courts didn't exercise general oversight of the executive branch. Then on the other side, there's another justice, part of the three, because the votes were 6-3 in the Supreme Court. Someone on the other side, she said, this is an existential threat to the rule of law, and warned that, quote, no right is safe, end quote. Because, executive orders can now be like dished out and they just take effect. Now, here's the terrifying reality. Before this ruling, one federal judge could protect, with a ruling, 330 Americans from an unconstitutional presidential order in their assessment, right, by their judgment. Now, Trump can implement his most extreme policies in any state, and unless someone files a case or a class action lawsuit is lodged against it, it will be enforced as Trump wants it to be. Trump called this Supreme Court ruling a giant win in capital letters, of course, on Truth Social /X Twitter. And he's right, for him it is a win. The legal obstacles that have been slowing down his agenda to mold America in the way he wants, to move the state as a whole in the direction he wants, the speed bumps just got flattened out, right? Presidential power just got supercharged, for better or worse. For the unbiased news and analysis without the Western spin in a British language. In a British accent, I'm Mahfouz, and you know where to find me. And for my regular viewers, I invite you to join me tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. UK time, on a YouTube channel called Tariqology. Name will be in the description. I'll be on for a 1 hour long special analysis episode I recorded with them before the Iran-Israel conflict ended. So we're going to go through that. I'll be live on TikTok watching it premiere on YouTube, hopefully with some of you fine people drinking tea. I was looking here hoping there would be a cup of tea, but no one came through for me today. Hopefully we can watch it together, have a laugh. It'll be it'll be Saturday morning, is the weekend, not working, so muchos chilling, right? Why will I be watching myself on YouTube, on TikTok, you might ask? Well, because they asked me to. I'm not super vain or anything. Anyway, see you there. and have a good evening.